So for our dynamic stretch routine, we're going to be moving a little bit more through a broader range of motion, just really hoping to open up the body, increase functional flexibility. So let's begin with the knees slightly bent, feet about hip distance apart, just taking some nice deep breaths in, stretching the arms overhead, and then exhale, release it. One more time, just like that. Nice deep breath. And exhale, release. Good. Just rolling the shoulders front to back. Just a few times, loosening up the neck and the shoulder area. Good. Once more. Now let's just alternate hugging the knee up towards your chest and stepping down. Just grab the knee, give it a hug, and step down. Nice. Just a couple more. And then from there, we're going to take a little circle from the hip. Just opening through the hip joints, circling through that knee. Good. And from here, moving into some leg swings, forward and backwards. Let's start with this leg swinging. So just let it sweep forward and back. Swinging, arms can move in whatever way feels comfortable for you. Good. And let's take that now on the other legs. We're going to swing it back and forth first. Nice big range of motion. Beautiful. Now take the leg from side to side. So you're going to cross over, open out. You can make it smaller if you're having trouble with your balance. Building into a bigger range of motion when it feels right. Good. Switching legs. Good. Tap the floor if you need to as well, or keep it small. And moving on from here, we're just going to take a little heel grab behind the body. See if you can curl your heel in, hold it with your hand, and then release. You can grab with one hand, maybe both hands. Just take a second. If you're not able to reach your foot, just focus on taking a curl and holding it up. Good. One more time on both legs. Nice. Taking those feet back, hip distance apart, knees soft. Just taking a little swing through the arms, front to back. You can use the legs a little bit here, just breathing deeply. Start to move the head. And then from here, we're going to alternate circling the arm front to back. Just imagine that you're swimming here. And let's reverse the circle. Back to front, nice big giant stretch the side and the shoulder. Good. Let's open through the chest and the upper back next. So we're going to take both arms out in line with the shoulders like you're making two goalposts. Lift the heart, expand across the chest, pull those elbows as far back behind you as you comfortably can. Round your chin to your chest, exhale, stack one elbow on top of the other into eagle arms. Drop the chin towards your chest, just trying to bring the hands as close together as possible. Inhale, expand the chest, lift again. Bring your other arm on top this time, rounding forward into eagle. Let's do that again. Inhale, expand. Exhale, stretch and round. Feel those muscles stretching across the upper back. One last time. Good. Just release the arms. Step your feet out wide or apart. turning your knees and toes slightly out. So we're gonna bend the knees, taking them out over the toes as low as you comfortably can, and round that spine forward. Give yourself a little hug, wrapping your fingers across the backs of your shoulder blades. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead, extend your legs, bring your palms together. Let's do that again, wrapping the opposite arm on top. Exhale, round. Hug. Inhale, stretch. 2 more. Keep alternating the arms. So if you have any knee issues that you're dealing with, please make these bending motions a little smaller. Just really make this work for you. You can always keep it more shallow and just hold here. Remember to honor your body at all times. Adjust, modify, whatever you need to do. So let's from here just turn the toes forward, pressing the heels out a little bit wider, folding forward from the hips, open the arms out to the sides of the shoulders, hinging forward, nice long spine, and then go ahead and round down. Seeing if you can hold on to your opposite elbows. And just kind of gently sway the body from side to side. You can soften the knees here, shift your weight from one leg to the other, bending slightly through the knees. Come back to the center. Let's place the hands at the hips, coming up with a nice flat back. Lead with the heart. Take your time. Take some deep breaths. Lift that heart at the top. Good. Slowly come back to the center. Let's bring the feet closer together. So we're going to take a step for a crossover forward stretch. So take a wide step to the side. Cross this leg in front. Open the arms out to the side, and we're going to hinge forward, reaching towards the toes. Now you can certainly hold at the shins, at the ankles, or if you're able to, reach towards the floor. Coming back up, we're going to bend that front knee, leaning into your back hip, stretching out to the side. Let's take that to the other side, stepping out wide, crossing the other leg in front, hinging forward. So keep that spine long until you find the end of your stretch. Here, here, or maybe here. Come back. Leaning into that side stretch, bend the front knee. Let's take that one more time to both sides. Stepping out again, crossing over, hinging forward. Bend that front knee, lean away. Last time, other side, stepping out. Cross over, hinging forward. And bend that front knee, lean. Great job. Let's set those feet back out wide. Just keep your arms in line with your shoulders. We're gonna take a little side to side lunge, pushing the hips back, letting the chest come forward here. And again, mindful of those knees, so you can certainly keep this a very small bend. You can go more deeply if that feels right for you. From here, with the spine hinged forward and long, we're gonna add a rotation through the torso. So I want you to bring your opposite hand either towards your thigh, your knee, your shin, or maybe your toes. Take it to the other side. Again, you find the degree of rotation that's working best for you. Back to the other side. Inhale, center. Exhale, rotate. Center. One more time, both directions. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Nice. Let's come back to the center. Just come up with a flat back. Turning your knees and your hips to the side, lifting through that back heel. Again, you can stay shallow right here, You can come down a little bit deeper. We're gonna circle through the arms, front to back, down and up. One more front to back. Now just go ahead and reverse your circle. Start backwards first. Come forward. Inhaling and exhaling. One more. Nice. Come back to that center, flat back. Let's repeat those windmill lunges one more time. Other way. Good. So maybe you want to take it a little more into that twist, looking up to the hand. Maybe you need to just look to the side or to the bottom hand. Just play with it. See what range of motion feels good for your body. Does not have to look like what I'm doing. I want you to make your own version of every move. Make it work for you. Back to the center. Coming up. Let's turn this way next. Turning the hips, lifting that back heel again. Shallow lunge or more deep, depending on how this feels. Take it front to back. Nice big circling motion to the shoulders. And let's reverse it, taking it back and forward. Two more. Last one. Great job. So we're just going to rotate back around to the other leg. We're going to take a low lunge position. Now you can certainly modify this by placing your hands on the seat of a chair if you're not able to come all the way down to the floor. Again, you're honoring your body and going where you can. Back leg is extended, front knee bent over the ankle. Let's try to place the hands to the inside of that front foot or on the seat of that chair. We're going to rotate the back arm, just open and turn the torso towards that back leg, maybe gazing up to that top hand. Slowly untwist back. Now let's rotate towards the front arm, turning away from the back leg. A little bit of a balance challenge involved here, so go slow. Make it work. One more time to the back leg. One more time to the front. Good. From here, positioning one hand on either side of your front foot or keeping your hands on the seat of that chair. We're going to drop the back knee, bending it down as low as you can. Maybe it touches the floor, maybe it doesn't. We're going to lift the hips up and back and extend that back leg as straight as we can. Both legs extend, bend and drop. Exhale, lift. Inhale, bend and drop. Exhale. So we're not bouncing in and out of the stretch. We're moving in and out of it, but trying to maybe go a little bit further each time. Lift and lower. Good. And lift and lower. Let's take it one more time, back and forth. Good. So just return to that low lunge position, walk your hands up on top of your thigh. Transition back to the center. Let's bend both knees to the side. Just take a little stretch for your inner thighs while we're here. Good. Come on up and let's turn to the other leg. So getting into that low lunge position, trying to bring the hands to the inside of the foot or back to the seat of your chair. Nice rotation through that torso, turning towards that back leg first. And take it back. Opening away from that back leg. One more in both directions. And it feels natural to me to inhale as I open and exhale as I lower, but I want you to just breathe free and deep. Don't worry too much about your breath. Just don't forget to do it, right? To make it deep and free. Let's hold it here, walking one hand on either side of that front foot, extending through that back hip flexor. Drop that back knee as low as you can. When you're ready, lift the hips, stretch the legs as straight as you can. They do not have to come perfectly straight. Come down, lift and press back. So you'll notice I'm kind of moving my back foot a little bit. As I lift my hips, I bring it a little closer so I can lower the heel. Feel free to make those adjustments as you go. Good. Couple more. Last two. And one more time. Good. Let's just return to that low lunge. Walk your hands to your thigh. Coming back one more time, opening the knees, opening those inner thighs. Beautiful. Come on up. Let's just heel toe the feet back closer together. To come to standing with the feet about hip distance apart. We're going to sit back into a little squat position. Again, to your own degree, you can make this very shallow. Just sit back into the hips, sweep the arms back behind you. As your legs extend, we're going to swing the arms overhead and extend the spine. Inhaling down, exhaling, extending and lifting the heart. Inhale down. Exhale, lift and extend. Inhale. Exhale, extend. Good, keep going. Beautiful. And hold. Nice. Let's step forward with one leg. Back heel is lifted. So again, we're going to lower the body down. You can make this very small. You could also hold the leg position, or you can come down and up with me. Both arms extend in front of your shoulders. We're going to turn and open towards this front leg. So take a nice deep breath. As you exhale, we're going to turn the torso, maybe looking to that backhand, maybe looking straight side, whatever allows you to keep your balance. Let's do that again. Exhale, rotate. Inhaling, good. So if you need to modify and coming up and down is too much for your balance or your knees, just hold that position with the legs and work on that torso twist. Good. Nice and slow and controlled. Exhaling as we twist. Inhaling to lift. Nice. That's it. And down. Come up. You got it. Stepping back. Feet hip distance apart. Let's take that squat overhead throw again. Again, sit back in your hips to your own degree. Lift and extend. Inhaling back. Exhale, reach. So this dynamic stretch routine is a great way to start your day, to wake up the body. You could also use this as a nice extended warm-up before your workout if you're feeling extra stiff on a certain day. Good. It's just a nice balance to a complete training program. And let's go ahead and step our back foot forward. Arms out, take a deep breath. And on your next exhale, again, lowering and holding and just twisting or going a little deeper. Eyes go where they need to go to help you stay centered. Exhale, rotate. Inhale back. So again, if I were modifying, I might just hold right here and work the twist as far as I can. Exhale. Good. Again, take your time. Open. Beautiful. Again, just rotating, reaching. Nicely done. Good. Okay. So from here, we're just gonna move on to a little work through the ankles. So I want you to just lunge, slightly to the hip, bending the knees, sitting back into the hips, rotate the toes up, and you'll also feel a nice stretch through the bottom ankle. So this is good for the feet on both sides. Rotate it to the other side. Good. And come up and switch. Sit back in your hips. Lift. Good. Again, modify. You can keep it very small. Just push your hip back. Turn the toes up. Just a few more here. Rotate it out. Nice. Good. Last two. And one more. Beautiful. Come to the center, bring your feet a little bit closer together. So we're just gonna stretch the back of the thigh while engaging the top of the leg, the little alternating extension. So you can, again, keep this low. You might wanna put your heel on the floor or extend out a little bit higher. So it's not really a kick. We're balancing, we're pressing. Push out and in. Out and in. Extend. Good. Also still stretching through the feet, pulling the toes back towards the shins. One more on both legs. Last time. Good. Let's take a minute here just to transition to the floor. We're going to inhale up with the arms. Bending the knees as much as you need to. Fold forward from your hips. Keep bending those knees to bring your hands all the way down to the mat. And let's carefully lower down onto the hands and the knees. Now, if you need a little extra padding for your knees in this kneeling position, feel free. Place a pillow or a folded blanket or towel underneath them here. We're going to move in to a cat-cow hip stretch. So I want you to just release your toes. Take a nice deep breath in. Inhale, round your chin to your chest. Now as you exhale, we're going to drop the belly to the floor and see if we can extend one leg back behind the hip. Inhale, round, lower the knee. Exhale, extend the other leg back as you drop the belly and arch the spine. Now you could certainly choose to keep both knees down on the mat the entire time and just move through that cat-cow stretch for the spine. Just see what works best for you. Good. Let's do one more on both sides. Nicely done. Again, using the pillow underneath your knees if you need more padding for this next series. You can also place your hands on the seat of a chair if this gets to be too intense. We're going to step one foot out to the side, turning the knee out over the ankle. We're going to rotate the same arm. Look up towards the sky as we inhale. And then exhale, come back down. Do that again. Inhale. Exhale, come back down. Just two more on this side. Last one. Good. Take a second just to switch out your leg. We go to the other side with the foot, lining it up with the hip. Same arm opens as we inhale. Exhale, rotate down. So just really opening up in that nice dynamic range of motion. Rotating the spine. Beautiful. One more. Good. Bringing the knees back down. Moving on to a kneeling fencer stretch. Again, please use the pillow for the knees if needed. or choose that chair modification. So we're gonna step the foot out from here. This is another great one for ankle mobility. I'm gonna reach the arms out to the side, bend and lunge into this leg, shifting the fingertips towards the floor, looking up to that top arm, and then slowly come back. So we're gonna come in and out, just trying to increase our range of motion, maybe just a little bit more each time. So you just go as far into that leg, lunging as deep as you can. Now, since this is more of a stretch emphasis, it's okay if the knees extend past your toes here, if that feels okay for your knee. But again, it's just about paying attention to what really feels right for you. One more time. Good, let's take a second to change out the legs. Again, pillows there if you need it. Position to the other side. Arms out. And lunging this way. And again, just observing if maybe one side is a little bit tighter than the other, looser than the other. And sometimes our range of motion and our flexibility changes from day to day. So just remember that. Just honor where your body is right now in this moment. Don't judge and compare it to where you were yesterday or where you thought you should be today. Nice. Okay, so let's move on from here. Come on down to a seated position. We're going to take a little reclining pigeon pose. So you could choose to take this on your elbows, or if you're more comfortable, feel free to lay flat on your back with your arms extended by your sides. You're going to cross one leg over, stacking the ankle over that bottom thigh. You're going to flex the bottom heel and just move the legs in towards the chest. Exhaling in, go as far as you can. Inhale down. Now if you are on your elbows, don't let your back round here. So we have to engage the abdominals to draw the legs in and come down. So just watch that you're not sinking down. Press up, keep the spine long. Tap the heel. Again, remember that you can also just lay flat on your back and take this here if that works better for you. Couple more. And in and out. Last one. Good, let's take a second just to change your legs. Open that knee, ready? Check in with that spine again, lift away from the mat. So thinking about exhaling on the way in helps me contract my abdominals just a little bit more deeply. So if that feels good to you, see if you can match your breath with that movement. Exhaling the legs in. Inhale out. One more time. Great job. Uncross your legs. Go ahead and sit all the way up. Let's turn onto our side, stacking the knees. If you'd like to place the pillow under your head, you could, or you could just rest down on your arm. We're going to take this top leg, extend it out in front of the hip, pressing out through the heel. Sweep the leg back behind you. See if you can bend the knee in and grab your foot. So we're going to make a big circle. Do it again. Forward. Sweep it back. Pull the heel in. Two more. And forward. Sweep it back. Draw the heel up. One last time. Forward. Sweep it back. Hold the heel for a second. And release it. Good. Let's quickly and carefully come up. Swing the legs around to the other side. Stack those knees, make your head comfortable. Extending through the front leg, right in front of the hip. Sweep it back behind you. Bend that heel and see if you can grab a hold of the heel. If not, just focus on curling the heel in. Take it forward, sweep it back. Pull the heel in. 2 more. Last time. Good. Let's turn onto our backs with our knees bent, feet flat. We're going to do a reach with a bridge position. Now, you can keep the hips on the floor the entire time. We're going to roll onto our front shoulder, reaching up and across to the back corner with our back arm. Lower down and go to the other side. You may choose to intensify by adding a bridge through your hips on that reach. So just see what version of the movement feels best to you. Hips can be down or lifting into the reach. Your decision. Let's do one more in both directions. Last time. Nice. We're going to move on from here, extending both legs up towards the ceiling. Open your arms out to the sides. Let your legs just fall open. Activate your inner thighs, cross one leg on top of the other, crisscross. Inhale, open out. Exhale, other leg on top. 2 more times, inhaling. And exhale, cross. Once more, inhale. Exhale, cross. Bending the knees in towards the chest. We're going to drop the knees towards the front of the room and extend the top leg as the hips twist. Exhale, rotate and press out through your heel. Inhale, bend the knees back to the center. Drop the legs to the back wall. Top leg extends if you can. So feeling that twist across that low back. Inhaling and exhaling. So if it's too much with the top leg extending, you can also keep both knees bent as they drop. Good. Let's come back to the center. Hug the knees in. Let's just turn onto the side. Bring yourselves up to a seated position, tucking the toes under. We're just going to rock back. Working through the feet for a second. Shift back towards the heels. Come up. Again, use that pillow for your knees if you need to. Sit all the way back, hips over your heels. Walk your hands in, just come to a low crouched position. Slowly drop the heels, lift your hips. Let's walk the hands on top of the thighs to support the spine as we slowly roll up through that spine to return to standing. Ending with some standing extensions, hands behind our hips. Knees are slightly bent, extending back. Coming back to center. Try that one more time, extend back. Back to center. Let's just take a nice deep breath together to finish up. Inhaling up. Bend your elbows and bring your hands right behind you. Lift up, sweep the arms back behind you. Do it again. Inhale, hands together. Bending the arms back. One last time, let them sweep back and up. Thank you so much for dedicating this time to your body today. I hope you're feeling a little bit better, a little bit more loose and free and ready to take on whatever is left of your day today. Thank you so much for stretching with me, and I hope to join you for another session soon. Take care, everybody.